Hello guys, this is your Uncle Big Fish, and on this video I'll be explaining a little bit about what I learned from playing the WOOSA. For the past one day I've gathered some data, I've done a lot of testing and tried out different methods to play the class. Now, so I've learned a couple of really good tips for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from this one. If you guys are looking for the skill sets, like what the skills do and what her kits are and the explanation for all of them, you may watch the video before this one, the previous video. It'll be a video I uploaded yesterday. You can watch that one. On that video I explained a lot more thoroughly what each skills do and all that. So this is what the skills do. Alright, pretty much I'll just explain a couple things that I found out. The first one is probably one of the most important, and that's the fact that this skill, you see that? It has a very long wind up, right? Like the first hit, it doesn't really do anything. So if I hold the skill, it's like she needs time before the tornado actually starts moving. But what I found out is if you use bamboo first, you can cancel that wind up. Look at this shit. Look at that, very fast. My FPS dropped, sorry about that. Alright, here, look at this shit. You see that? It comes out faster. So it chains. So this Stormfall chains from bamboo. But it doesn't say here. Like if you look at the bamboo, it only goes to plum, Segundo orchid, and crescent. But it doesn't. It actually goes worse. This thing actually chains. You see that? So much faster, right? Now, this thing, it changes a lot of things that we don't know prior. Like for field, this may be a lot better. Definitely a lot better, yeah? And secondly, I found good sets for all of her PvP. So for the for arenas and field PvP, this will be my set. You may use the branches that I use or use your own, it doesn't really matter, but one thing for sure is don't use Seret on Stormfall. It's not good, alright? Because it's a high damage skill, so you want it to hit harder. And also, Seret only heals you once per cast, so only once. It doesn't like Seret skills. You want to put Seret skills on like skills that have low damage or skills that are spammable. Stormfall is not spammable, thus the need to go all is so much better than going for Seret. Next, I'll talk about this Cloud Carve. This thing has this applied perception on first hit. So what happens is, once you cast the skill, so I cast a skill here. Now, if it hits something, then you will see a beam of light, and the beam of light will travel. And if someone gets hit by the beam of light, what will happen is they will teleport to wherever the beam of light was previously. So say like I put it here. It's a bad example because this thing doesn't really move. But if you see that, yeah, do you see that? If they move, they'll return to the spot after the beam of light disappears. They're gonna go back to where they were before. So that's actually a very good niche. Say like you put this behind a combo, alright? Say you put this at the end of a combo or slightly before the combo. They stand up, they use like a mobility skill to get close to you. They will instantly get teleported back to where they were before. That's really good. Now, what's bad is this forced teleportation will not occur if someone is using immunity. The immunity will not work. If they use immunities, the teleport back will not work. So that's the niche for it. But forward guard, for some reason, is bypassed. If they use a forward guard, they'll still be teleported back. Iframes and super armor will bypass the forced displacement. So that's really nice. Next, I'll talk about this class's skill sets. This will be the one for arenas and for field PvP. Pretty simple sets, yeah? I'll give you a combo for you to use. This will be the more revamped version of the combo. I found two that are really good. Now, this one, the first one will be bamboo, And once you use bamboo, you will, the moment you see that stuns, right? Without hesitation, just use Stormfall. And what you will do is you will actually hold the Stormhold for about 2 seconds. Now, the moment you hold the Stormhold for 2 seconds, you're gonna continue with Wing Beat. Now, this Stormfall has a knockdown on the last hit. And exactly the moment you use this, the Stormhold will knock them down, and then you can continue your combo with whatever you have. Like so the combo will probably go a lot more like this. You will go bamboo into this, wait a bit. You can use either plum or wing beat, it doesn't matter. And then after you say, like, I use plum, and then I'm gonna use wing beat twice and one more time, so 3 total. But if you go wing beat, you can go wing beat twice, and then you can go plum, and then you're gonna go wing beat once, or you can go wing beat once, plum, and then wing beat twice. And then afterwards, once it ends, what you can do is this. You can actually go into your Stormfall, and then instantly cancel the wind up using your Stormhold. This will cancel the animation, but the skill will still come out. So it will look kind of like this. You see that? That's a very fast cast of Stormfall. Very, very fast. To the point where it doesn't really matter if you're in the arenas or not. The Stormfall will kind of look like it's protected. Kinda. You're only gonna be unprotected for like 0.25 seconds, which is absolutely broken, yeah? No, that is absolutely broken in the arenas. I'm very, very sorry for teaching WOOSA players how to play the game a lot better. This class is currently the strongest class in the game. Like, there is not a single class in the arenas that matches to this class's power. This class is absolutely broken. God tier among God tier, even better than Raven. I would say at some margins, it's definitely better than Raven. Very, very powerful class. I'm kind of wondering why they don't balance this class. To be honest, this class is a bit too much. Cause here's the niche, all right? When you use Stormfall, this allows you to actually. This one will still CC even when you get CC'd. So once you get comboed, someone will use a non-super armor skill, obviously, because every combo does use non-super armor skills. And what will happen is this thing will stop that from happening. So you will never get comboed. You can literally go do this. You could say like you're in someone's face, you use bamboo, and then you're gonna use you're gonna use bamboo twice, and then you're gonna use Stormfall without even the bamboo connecting. You can actually do this, and then like the moment you use your bamboo twice, and then you will use your Stormfall, you can use Stormhold instantly after. So it looks kind of like this. Yeah. So that will indefinitely protect you. It doesn't matter if it CCs or not. It doesn't matter. Even if you get CC'd back, the Stormfall will do its job and disable the enemy from CCing you and comboing you. So this class is very tanky. Once you cast your Cloud Rise, this will give you damage against adventures minus 10% to target. So the enemy is dealing 10% less damage to you. That's one thing. And you also have a base 20% damage reduction on your passive, which gives you a total of 30% damage reduction, 20% damage reduction, and 10% reducing an enemy's damage. So pretty much the same case, 30% damage reduction. Absolutely broken shit. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, it's too much. So this class is very, very strong, very tanky. It deals a lot of damage. And in case you guys want to know how much this combo does, yeah, how much this combo does, it does around 90% on a high roll. A max roll will one-shot someone. A high roll on a zero reduced class like Buccaneer or Fletcher or Huntress, Sura, Windwalker, has a roll to one shot from full HP. Absolutely broken shit, alright? Very, very broken shit. What else am I gonna share? Alright, now let's share some skill builds. This one is, as I said before, this one's gonna be for PvP, arenas, and also field. All of the equipped skills all have immunity outside and inside arenas. At least some of them. The second one will be for bosses, and this one's a bit different, right? This one's a bit different. So, if you look at the set here, wow, why do you use so many skills, right? I'm just a joke. This is just a joke, guys. All right. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna disable the auto on. This auto on. You will turn this thing off for your butterfly step. You will turn it off so this doesn't come out when you auto. You will turn on only Stormfall, Wing Beat, and Plum. This Segundo Bamboo will only be used to trigger a faster cast of your Stormfall. If you want to play this class manually, this will be the best set that I can think of. The Wing Beat will provide forward guard. The Segundo Plum will provide healing. Stormfall will be your main damage filler. And Butterfly Step and Bamboo can be used to escape if you want to. The reason why I don't use Stormhold is because the wind-up is very long and you can't cancel that wind-up with anything. I tried everything, you can't. And because of that, it's a bit slow. I'll just hold the skill here. Let me just equip that real quick, or I'll just go to set one now. This thing has a wind-up, and that wind-up is pretty long. It's pretty long, guys. That's the reason why I don't use it. But you can, if you want to. You can use Stormfall if you think that it's good. You can. Stormhold does have decent damage. It has 901 times 6, so that's like 3,000. Wait, let me just do the math real quick. 900 times 6. That's a 5,400% damage skill. Yeah, it's very, very painful. Yeah, very, 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 very painful. The difference is, this will not hit everything. You will not be able to an enemy will not be able to get hit by all of them, except bosses, because their hitbox is too small, thus disabling you from doing so. But bosses might take all of them because they're big enough. So the damage goes like this, and the moment you went through them, you actually lose out a bit on that one. Yeah, you lose a bit of the damage. However, this thing does break forward guard, so it's kind of your preference. If you're using it for bosses, I recommend turning the flow off so you can get all the damage in one go. Because if you turn it off, the damage will be in one spot instead of you will not have the mobility. So that's kind of quite a nice niche as well. The last one before the farming set. This is by far the best farming set I can find. It took me a long time to do the testing and all that. This gives the best KPM, and the reason for that is, I'll just explain this really quickly for everyone here who's watching. Stormfall has a 1 second wind up, right? Stormfall has a 1 second wind up. I'll just show you here. This thing has, you see there? It has a 1 second wind up. Now, that means you waste 1 second out of every 6 seconds, which is the cooldown of Stormfall itself. So now you're wasting 1 second every 6 seconds. Alright? That means in 1 minute, there is 60 seconds, so you're pretty much wasting 6 seconds. Okay? You're wasting 6 seconds per minute of you doing absolutely nothing. Alright? And now, in 1 hour means you have wasted God knows how much time, guys. You guys have wasted so much time on that 1 hour. Alright? 6 per minute times 6. So, let me just give this a minute. 6 times 60. So you're wasting already 360 seconds per hour. That's how much you're wasting. You're wasting 360 seconds, all right? Every hour. That's give or take 6 minutes. So you're wasting 6 minutes every hour of you doing nothing. And then in 24 hours means it's 360 seconds. We'll just divide that by 60 so we can get, all right. So what happens is per day, say you farm 24 hours, you're effectively wasting 144 minutes or 2 hours and 24 minutes. 2 hours and 24 minutes of you doing absolutely nothing. So if you think about it, this thing's bad, all right? And it took a while to actually get into this conclusion, but it is how it is. You need to understand that all of those simple seconds do matter once you stretch it on a long margin. Like 24 hours means 24 times 60, because it's 60 minutes, and then you multiply that by 60 as well. It's gonna give you 86,400 seconds, and you're wasting pretty much 1/6 of it. So it's just absolutely stupid, yeah. Yeah, what you need to do is pretty much just equip the skills that I show here. All right, this will give you the best possible one without any delay. The cooldowns do coincide. I'll just show you here real quick. This will be the revamped version, so it's already tested. I'm pretty sure it works fine. Actually, you can just turn off the super armor. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, right? We can go, oh wait, where am I going to arenas? Let me go here. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you here what he looks like, what she looks like when she's farming, alright? Let me find a good spot for me to farm and test this out in front of you guys. Alright, if you see there, this thing is very, very fast. The cooldowns coincide, so you're never running out of skills. This thing is just great. Yep. Yeah? As you see there, very, very precise. Just believe your Uncle Big Fish. I will never lie to you. All right? Just use it. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right? Now, next, the last one. So all of these KPM testings, it's not how it is, all right? It is not how it is. Like, KPM testings are very inaccurate, but the only best possible way of looking into this is to actually understand what skills and what downtime is. And that's probably one of the couple things that people don't really look into. They just look at the numbers and they'll take the average. But when you stretch it to a long margin, it's completely different. It's a completely different thing, right? It's very, very different. Alright, so now I think that's about it for the video. Wait, let me think if I got something else to share. I don't think so. Yeah, so number 3 is for farming. Number 2 is for world bosses. Oh yeah, let me just share this one really quickly. If you want to auto, like for bosses, you want to auto bosses, you can just pretty much do this actually. You can either go for wing beat or plum, it doesn't matter. You can just delete your bamboo, delete one of the two, and delete this. Yeah, you literally only need like 2 skills. The bottom one, this thing is buff skill. Yeah, you only need 2 skills pretty much. If you want to like auto bosses, just use 2 skills. It's kind of crazy if yeah, 2 skills is actually more than enough for autoing bosses. It's pretty broken, yeah. So it looks kind of like this. I'll just show you here real quick. It goes like this. Like so. Yeah, it's more than enough, guys. Yeah, it's more than enough, right? You just need 2 skills pretty much. But if you want to, you can put plum here, and then add bamboo and just turn off the auto on bamboo. It's actually the same, yeah. If you see the lock button here on next to the skill, next to the unequipped, you can see that it's locked. There's the lock button. It means that it will not come out during auto, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can just equip this, lock. You want to lock butterfly step and Sagunja bamboo, and everything should be fine. Hopefully this video has proven to be useful for those who are watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yeah, this class is absolutely broken. It's the strongest class for arenas currently. For bosses, I would say this class is so-so. For everything else, farming is okay. Field PvP. So I tried out a little bit of field PvP in Desert Outlaw, and it was very hard because nobody is dumb enough to actually stay within the proximity of this skill, which is your highest damage filler. Like the rest of your skills barely do any damage. I guess like Plum does okay damage, and Wingbeat as well, but you can't just chain those two skills forever. It doesn't work that way because the cooldowns don't coincide. The mobility is also kind of limited. You can go like this, and then like, yeah, it's very limited. Your mobility in field should go somewhere like this. Let me just show you that real quick. We'll use this. This is what it does. And that's it. You have a really long downtime on the others, yeah. That's the reason why this class is not good. She can't maintain a long mobility. She has to stop. Like she'll get dried after the first two. She's got only like 2 rotations, and then she's got like a 3-4 second downtime. So yeah, it doesn't cover a good mobility class. Also, it's kind of clunky. Like her opening skill is actually quite nice. She's got bamboo, but then if you use it for the mobility, then you won't have any for an engage, right? So say like you're trying to chase someone, you need to make sure you don't have bamboo used up. So you probably only have like butterfly, and then like you need to have bamboo ready to actually engage. That's the reason why it's a bit hard for this class to well, do all of that. I hope that's I hope you guys learned something from this video, from PvP and from the PvE aspect of the class. There won't be any arena videos today because I don't think I need to explain to you guys anymore. This class is absolutely broken, and fun story, cool story short. This class gives me the opportunity to completely wreck Enel's GM. Like I think it's 36-1. It's absolutely broken. This class is absolutely broken, guys. And yes, he does grab open, and he does use everything in his disposal. I told him to do so because I wanted to know what are the limitations of this class. I wanted to see GM at max potential, and yeah, he can't do anything. This class is just too strong. It's a god tier of god tier classes. Absolutely broken. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys again on the next one. See you.